about to take me a long nap. Yeah, I gotta take these off first though. Oh. Sometimes I make a mistake and leave my glasses on. Y'all can't stay for this part. Hey y'all, I've been in the bed. I feel a little bit better. I did create a poll on my community page. So if you guys can go ahead and start voting on that, I just want to see what other people are doing as far as like transportation across the different places you have to go. Is it always like, for me, the most used alternative way for transportation is going to be walking, and then it's the bus. And if I had a bike, it would have been biking, and then carpooling is definitely like the last step. Like I said, I do have a car. It's just, yeah, trying to decrease that carbon footprint. And why not get more steps in the process? Speaking of steps, I ain't getting no steps. I don't know how many steps I got, but I am gonna lower it to 6,000 since we're actually on the cycle. I can't do this. I can't. I can't do this. Condemned to a bed. I'm not even at 1,000 steps, and it's 6 o'clock. I came outside because I gotta get something to eat. had 7,000 steps yesterday. My step count today will be 6,000. I get a man when I get a man. That's not hard to get at all. Look at this, y'all. Because I won't let her come outside, she just been sitting in my plant, just chewing it up. That's why that plant looked like that. That's why I had to cut down all my plants. Because she has an extreme attitude problem. I've given up on caring about it. I can't have Bridget thinking about plants. I've had so many plants. If you've been here since the beginning, y'all know I had a tree that was outgrowing my house. I had palms. This is back in Virginia when we moved to Oklahoma. Sad story. You can just go back and look at the previous vlogs. The Oklahoma vlog. That's what I call it. But it's the video in the thumbnail. I have a green rain jacket and my locks are down. That's the thumbnail. Check out that vlog. I mean, remember, I don't care. I ain't doing nothing but chilling right now, y'all. I'm watching a lot of YouTube and just some days it's hard to find something to watch, but then when I do find something, panties are in a bunch over a lot of things. I'm not acting that way, but I'm like, wow, there's a lot going on YouTube. Just glad I don't have to deal with any of that. I'm trying to give you guys different angles, and yeah, it's the best I can do. Feeling good. Feeling great. I gotta get some steps in, y'all. I will. Relaxing, enjoying my cycle the best that I can, and yeah. You caught me. Some days throughout the month I have to just sit still, you know, in the moments that I can, of course, but yeah, I'm gonna soak it up and enjoy it. All right, I will not hold y'all up too long. I'm gonna come back on the screen when there's some motion, okay? But yeah, the YouTube streets is a little wicked. It's just a little bit. I thought this would be a cool way to show y'all what I'm reading. So I'm reading my environmental textbook, and we're going over the pH scale right now. I have a lot of practice with using the pH scale, but it is really cool to see the actual breakdown of it. Okay, so we all know that pure water is going to be a 7. Lemon juice is more acidic, And then let's say ammonia is, closer to basic. So I'm just going to be reading for a little bit. Try to knock out like 10 pages now, and then I'm going to do a little meditation. But yeah, just wanted to show you exactly what I'm reading. Alright, so I figured since I'm going to be reading, I may as well walk around and read. I'm going to try. I've never tried to walk and read. The other day I was going to the store and I saw this lady. She was really into her book. So much so, she was about to run into me. But she looked up and stared right in my face. And I didn't look at her at all. Because I'm like, who walks and reads a whole book? Flipping pages in the book. Just like, anyway, I'm going to try to do it. But in my house, yeah, we'll see how it goes. A fact that I'm coming with from my book. It literally says that we can increase and decrease in energy, but the energy that the universe holds will remain constant. That feels so grounding to know. That's why environmental science connects with me so well. It's like the language, like, what? Say that to me again. Sweetie, what? While I might be fluctuating, the universe got me. It's holding my Jane constant for me. So whenever I need to go back to that baseline, it's there for you. You're never just floating. High energy, low energy, just you can always come back here and figure out if you want to go high or low. And that's why we have the capabilities to exercise, or even just the brain power to say, I want to exercise, or I want to eat this because I need this, and my body wants to do this because it's, it's just a continuation. I love it. Just wanted to say something. What an emotional read. Every time I read that book, I get a little emotional because it's like, this also brings up a topic that I want to talk about a little bit. It had me thinking about like the way that we use AI and what we're using it for. I get that it can help us as humans, right? I get that, that's the point. But let me tell you what else I found out about AI. It's powered by water. My book is not telling me this, but I'm seeing that this is the case. I'm going to do some research on that because I'm like, yeah, how is it even being created? But I heard somebody say on a video, I'm not going to put them in this, so I'm not going to say nothing about it because I'm not judging them. But they said that, I care about the planet to a certain extent and about the environmental issues that are going on. But at the end of the day, we're all going to die. That is true. That is so true. But at the end of the day, we all have to survive before we die. Like we're living, like we're living beings that rely on the systems, the ecosystems around us. And if we don't actually care about the ecosystem, your use of AI will just go down the drain. It doesn't even matter. AI will no longer be powerful. It can't be powered by a source that we no longer have. So I am cautiously using AI. I haven't used it at all today, so I'm trying to limit my use of AI. I only use it for certain things, but those certain things I can just use my brain. So now I'm just trying to figure out, well, why do you need to use AI? when researching is still a thing. So I'm gonna take a personal accountability to not use it as much. I'm not gonna give it water when I need water. What? So it's kind of scary to know that some of the jobs are being replaced by AI, but AI is being ran off of water, which we need. And we don't have much water that we can even use for ourselves. I think 97% of it is ocean water, and that's toxic for us to use. Okay, so 1% is what we have, and I'm trying to figure out, are they using the ocean water? Because if it's toxic to us, it shouldn't be toxic to a computer, but I don't know. Are you filtering it? I don't know. See, it's like so many questions. I'm just going to do my due diligence to the planet and not use it. Because I don't need it. I have a brain that functions, and I have hands, and I have eyes, and I have the ability to research. So I'm going to do so. Yeah. Thank you guys for just joining me in that little rant. I'm just looking at all the things that I need to do around my house. So I'm going to get to it. It is a mess. It is a mess. There's soil everywhere because my cats won't leave it alone.